Love. It's supposed to be the greatest thing in the world, right? But sometimes it's also the most dangerous. What happens when passion turns to obsession and devotion spirals into deadly rage? Tonight, we delve into the chilling stories of crimes of passion, love gone wrong. Trust me, you won't want to look away. Imagine being in a relationship so perfect, so intense, that it feels like nothing could ever tear you apart. But then, like a ticking time bomb, the cracks start to show. And when those cracks grow too wide, something darker begins to take shape. Take the case of Teresa and Greg, a young couple in the suburbs, adored by their friends, envied for their picture-perfect life. But behind closed doors, things were far from ideal. Greg's jealousy began to surface, simmering beneath his charm. And Teresa? She started seeing someone else. The quiet moments of deceit soon escalated into uncontrollable rage. And one night, that rage exploded, ending in a crime that left the whole town in shock. But what happened in that moment of betrayal? Was it love? Or something far darker? When love gets twisted, it becomes something far more dangerous. It's no longer just about feelings. It's about control, possession. And once that line is crossed, there's no going back. Consider Kelly and Mark. Kelly had been living in a toxic, controlling relationship for years. Mark, her boyfriend, couldn't stand the thought of losing her. But when Kelly fell in love with someone else, Mark saw red. He didn't see betrayal. He saw an invasion of his territory. Mark became obsessed with Kelly's new lover. His jealousy and fear of losing her took over his mind. So, in the dead of night, he did the unthinkable. And it was something that would haunt him forever. Did he even know what he was doing? Or had love's dark side completely consumed him? After the chaos, the dust settles. But the scars remain, and sometimes the damage is irreversible. In the wake of these violent acts, one question lingers. Was it really love at all? Or was it something much darker? The line between obsession and affection is razor thin. And once crossed, there's no going back. In the case of Mark, the consequences were swift. He ended up behind bars, haunted by the face of the woman he once loved, now forever out of reach. For Teresa, the trauma of betrayal stayed with her forever. She was left picking up the pieces of a life that had shattered, all for a love that was never truly hers. And that's the true horror of love gone wrong. No one knows just how far it can take them until it's too late. Could you ever love someone so much that it becomes dangerous? Or is the line between love and madness closer than we think? If you've learned anything from these stories, it's this. Never underestimate the power of passion or the consequences of losing control. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay safe.